Let's get real. Learning local laws can be the secret sauce to cracking the judiciary exam in any state. But here's the catch: local laws aren't covered in law school, and even practicing lawyers might not know them well. So, how do you master these crucial subjects? Today, I'm going to guide you through everything you need to know about preparing for local laws effectively. Let's get started. Now, here is why you cannot ignore local laws. Every state has its own set of 2 to 5 local laws, and they're often game changers in both prelims and mains. These laws can carry significant weight, sometimes making up to 40% of the mains exam in states like UP. Imagine knowing these better than your competitors. That's a massive advantage right there. So, how much are local laws worth? In prelims, they usually carry about 5 to 10% weightage, but it varies. States like Delhi, UP, Jharkhand, and Bihar don't test local laws in prelims, but others do. And the impact is big. For mains, the stakes are higher. Expect at least 20 marks dedicated to local laws, with states like UP even having separate papers on the topic. This is where your preparation can set you apart. Here is a sneak peek into the types of questions you will face. For prelims, it could be something as direct as the expression appointed day under the Himachal Pradesh Urban Rent Control Act 1987 means what. For mains, you might be asked to analyze whether a tenant's denial of a landlord's title can be grounds for eviction. The point is, these questions test not just memory but your understanding and ability to apply the law. The first step to mastering local laws: understand the purpose behind them. For example, the Rent Control Acts across states aim to prevent unreasonable rent hikes and safeguard tenants from unjust evictions. This understanding not only helps in answering questions, but also makes your answers more compelling and nuanced. Here is a time saver. Don't waste hours on procedural sections that are unlikely to be tested. For example, the Delhi Rent Control Act has provisions on roles of additional controllers, which are mostly procedural. A quick scan of the titles is usually enough. Focus your energy on the parts that matter most, like definitions and critical sections. The crux of any rent control act lies in understanding three key terms: tenant, landlord, and premises. Definitions are usually standard, but watch out for unique elements. For instance, the definition of a tenant in Delhi includes a widowed daughter in law, while Haryana and Himachal have separate schedules for tenancy inheritance. Knowing these distinctions can score you those extra marks. Eviction grounds and rent control are hot topics in judiciary exams. You need to know the common grounds for eviction, like non payment of rent or unauthorized subletting, and understand how fair or standard rent is determined in your state. It's not just about memorizing, it's about being able to explain and analyze those provisions in an exam setting. Who has the power to enforce these laws? Rent controllers, tribunals, and the High Court play key roles. You should know who hears appeals and what the timelines are. For instance, appeals against rent controller orders usually go to a tribunal first, then to the High Court only on substantial legal questions. These procedural details often appear in both prelims and mains. Understand the penalties that can be imposed on landlords and tenants. This is often where candidates trip up because the penalties vary widely between states. For example, in Himachal Pradesh, the penalties for frivolous eviction applications can include fines or even imprisonment. Knowing these can help you avoid common mistakes and score better. Here is how we help our students excel. We break down local laws into bite sized, manageable chunks and provide targeted practice questions. You learn the essentials, skip the fluff, and get straight to what matters. Plus, we teach you answer writing techniques tailored specifically for judiciary exams. No wasted time, just focused strategic learning. Are you ready to dive deeper and learn the strategies that top judiciary aspirants use? Join our free 3-day online bootcamp this weekend where we'll guide you through everything you need to know to ace local laws and more. We'll be live on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. No recordings, no shortcuts, just pure actionable guidance. Set an alarm, show up, and start your journey to becoming a judge. See you there.